For residential network cabling, several LAN tester options exist across different price points and functionalities. For entry-level testing, the Klein Tools Network Tester VDV500 1.824 is a simple and affordable option. It verifies wire continuity, pinouts, and cable length up to 300 feet. The Fluke Networks Microscanner 12 is another pocket-sized tester that performs basic wire mapping and pair identification. Moving to mid-level options, the Klein Tool Scout Pro Network Tester VDV500 26.110 features an LCD screen for clear results, wire mapping, and cable length measurement up to 1000 feet. The Ideal Networks LAN Scout 2 Junior Network Tester is a compact and durable tester with comprehensive wire mapping, cable length measurement, and fault identification capabilities. For advanced testing, the Ideal Networks Navitec NT Plus Network Tester is an advanced tester with a large color touchscreen, auto test mode, and detailed fault analysis. The Fluke Networks Link Runner 2000 Network Tester is a wireless tester that provides cable verification, network discovery, and performance testing. Testing LAN systems in residential work provides several benefits. Firstly, it ensures reliable connections. Verifying wire continuity and pinouts eliminates potential issues like dropped connections or slow speeds. Secondly, troubleshooting becomes easier. If a problem arises, knowing the exact location of the fault can significantly speed up troubleshooting. Thirdly, it protects your reputation. Providing documented proof of properly tested and installed systems can protect you from liability claims. Fourthly, it improves network performance. Properly punched down and tested cables optimize signal transmission, resulting in faster and more stable connections. The percentage of technicians who test small LAN systems in residential work varies significantly. Some may rely solely on visual inspection or limited cable verification, while others recognize the importance of thorough testing. It is recommended to test all LAN systems regardless of size to ensure reliability and avoid future issues. When selecting a LAN tester, consider the specific needs of the residential installations you typically handle. Entry-level testers are suitable for basic continuity and pinout verification, while mid-level and advanced testers offer more comprehensive features like cable length measurement, fault identification, and network performance testing. Investing in a reliable LAN tester can save time and money in the long run by preventing and quickly resolving network issues. Remember to always follow proper safety procedures when working with electrical wiring and network cables. Consult the manufacturer's instructions for specific guidelines on using the LAN tester and interpreting the results. In addition to the features mentioned earlier, some advanced LAN testers also offer advanced diagnostic capabilities such as time domain reflectometry, or TDR, which can help pinpoint the exact location of cable faults. They may also include features for testing fiber optic cables, which are becoming increasingly common in residential networks. When testing network cables, it's important to follow industry standards such as TIA 568.0 D, which defines the requirements for structured cabling systems. This standard specifies the proper wiring configurations, cable types, and testing procedures to ensure reliable network performance. It's also important to use the correct connectors and termination methods for the cable type being used. For example, Category 5E cables use RJ45 connectors, while fiber optic cables use a variety of different connector types depending on the specific application. When punching down network cables, it's important to use a proper punch-down tool to ensure that the wires are properly seated in the connector. This will help to prevent loose connections and ensure reliable signal transmission. After punching down the wires, it's important to inspect the connection to make sure that all the wires are properly seated and that there are no shorts or opens. A visual inspection can often reveal obvious problems, but a LAN tester is essential for verifying the electrical characteristics of the connection. When testing network cables, it's important to pay attention to the test results and interpret them correctly. For example, a pass result on a continuity test indicates that all the wires are properly connected, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the cable is performing optimally. Other tests, such as cable length measurement and signal attenuation testing, can provide more detailed information about the cable's performance. If a network cable fails a test, it's important to troubleshoot the problem and identify the cause. Common causes of cable failures include damaged cables, loose connections, and incorrect wiring configurations. Once the problem has been identified, it can be repaired or the cable can be replaced. In addition to testing individual network cables, it's also important to test the overall network infrastructure to ensure that it is performing optimally. This can involve testing the network switches, routers, and other network devices to make sure that they are properly configured and functioning correctly. It can also involve monitoring network traffic to identify potential bottlenecks and performance issues. By performing regular network testing and maintenance, it's possible to ensure that the network is running smoothly and reliably. This can help to prevent downtime and improve the overall user experience. In addition to the technical aspects of network testing, it's also important to consider the business implications. A reliable network is essential for many businesses to operate effectively, and downtime can result in lost productivity and revenue. By investing in network testing and maintenance, businesses can minimize the risk of downtime and ensure that their network is always running at peak performance. Furthermore, properly documented network testing can provide valuable evidence in the event of a dispute or legal claim. For example, if a customer claims that a network installation was faulty, the installer can use the test results to demonstrate that the network was properly tested and certified. In conclusion, network testing is an essential part of any network installation or maintenance project. By using the right tools and techniques, it's possible to ensure that the network is running reliably and efficiently. This can help to prevent downtime, improve the user experience, and protect the business from potential losses. Always consult with a qualified network technician or engineer if you have any questions or concerns about network testing. They can provide expert guidance and support to help you get the most out of your network infrastructure. Also, remember to stay up to date on the latest industry standards and best practices for network testing. The technology is constantly evolving, and it's important to stay informed to ensure that you're using the most effective methods. Finally, remember that network testing is an ongoing process. It's not enough to simply test the network once and then forget about it. Regular testing and maintenance are essential to ensure that the network continues to perform optimally over time. Consider implementing a regular network testing schedule as part of your overall network management strategy. This will help you to identify potential problems before they cause downtime and ensure that your network is always running at peak performance. The specific testing schedule will depend on the size and complexity of the network, as well as the specific needs of the business. However, a good starting point is to perform a comprehensive network test at least once a year. In addition to the annual comprehensive test, it's also a good idea to perform regular spot checks to monitor the network's performance. This can involve using network monitoring tools to track key metrics such as network traffic, latency, and packet loss. If any problems are detected, they can be investigated and resolved before they cause downtime. When performing network testing, it's important to document the results in a clear and concise manner. This will help to track the network's performance over time and identify any trends or patterns. The documentation should include the date and time of the test, the tools and techniques used, the test results, and any actions taken to resolve any problems. This documentation can be invaluable for troubleshooting network problems and for planning future network upgrades. In addition to documenting the test results, it's also important to keep a record of any changes made to the network configuration. This will help to ensure that the network is properly configured and that any changes are properly documented. The documentation should include the date and time of the change, the person who made the change, the reason for the change, and the details of the change. This documentation can be invaluable for troubleshooting network problems and for ensuring that the network is properly maintained. Finally, remember that network testing is a team effort. It's important to involve all the relevant stakeholders in the testing process, including network technicians, IT managers, and end users. This will help to ensure that the testing is comprehensive and that all the relevant issues are addressed. By working together, the team can ensure that the network is running smoothly and reliably and that the business is able to operate effectively. In the context of residential work, consider the common issues encountered. These often include improperly terminated cables, cables run too close to electrical sources causing interference, and cables that have been damaged during installation. A basic tester can quickly identify opens and shorts, while a more advanced tester can help pinpoint the location of the fault, saving time and effort. For instance, if a homeowner is experiencing slow internet speeds or intermittent connectivity, testing the network cables can quickly reveal whether the issue is due to a faulty cable connection. Properly documenting these tests and providing the homeowner with the results demonstrates professionalism and can help prevent future disputes. Furthermore, testing ensures that the network is capable of supporting the bandwidth requirements of modern devices such as streaming video, online gaming, and smart home appliances. A properly tested and certified network provides a solid foundation for a reliable and enjoyable user experience. Remember that even seemingly minor issues with network cabling can have a significant impact on performance. A slightly loose connection or a cable that is not properly shielded can introduce noise and interference, leading to dropped packets or reduced speeds. By taking the time to thoroughly test the network, technicians can identify and correct these issues, ensuring that the network is performing at its best. Also consider the impact of future technologies. As homes become increasingly connected, the demand for bandwidth will continue to grow. By using high-quality cables and connectors and by thoroughly testing the network, technicians can ensure that the network is capable of supporting future technologies. In addition to the technical aspects of network testing, it's also important to consider the aesthetic aspects. Cables that are neatly organized and properly terminated not only perform better but also look more professional. Taking the time to neatly route and secure cables can make a big difference in the overall appearance of the installation. Furthermore, using color-coded cables can help to simplify troubleshooting and maintenance. For example, different colors can be used to identify different types of devices or different network segments. This can make it easier to quickly identify and resolve network problems. Ultimately, the goal of network testing is to provide the homeowner with a reliable and high-performing network. By using the right tools and techniques and by paying attention to detail, technicians can ensure that the network meets the homeowner's needs and expectations.